Well, it was founded by my dad, Late Herbert Cooray. He was, a man who did many things before he got into tourism. He was into building construction before, and he was building hotels for other people. When one of the two operators, Wingresser from Sweden, asked him also to build a hotel. He said he can build hotels, but he doesn't know how to run hotels. That's how they encouraged him to build. He built, and that was the beginning with 6 rooms in Negombo, which was the Blue Oceanic Beach Hotel, which went on to become 12 rooms, 40 rooms, like that. It just kept on growing. He worked very hard. He was a simple man, but he was determined to provide legendary service. He infused in us certain qualities, certain values, which we still follow today. First is honesty. To him, honesty was number one. Whether it is honesty with his associates, honesty with the banks, honesty with the suppliers, honesty with the customers. He also spoke of humility. He was a very humble man. He said, when I started driving in Negombo, he said, don't toot the horn, don't drive too fast, don't put these people, onto the pavement or into the gutter, because he said, look, we are foreigners in Negombo. This is not our town. The fishermen, the village people, it's their town, it's their village. So be nice to them, live and let live. The tenacity, he was tenacious. Nobody expected him to build a hotel and run hotels, right? So he took risks. When nobody was buying, land due to the conflict in the country, he kept on buying, So he invested whatever the money he earned from the business, he put it back into the business. So Herbert Cooray didn't want us to go into, to a public company, because he believed that being private gave him more freedom, gave him, the ability to fly where he wanted to fly. So we decided that we will keep Herbert Cooray Hotels within the family, and whatever that means Shiromal and I, together with Ruan and the Jetwing team, what we start now, that is what we listed. So Jetwing Symphony is currently our vehicle of growth. I think Sri Lanka's tourism at the moment, these are my own thoughts, is confused. We still lack confidence. We still lack to go out and say, hey, we have one of the best destinations in the world. Because no other country of this size can boast of what we have. We have the beaches. We have some of the best beaches in the world. But that is known. The rest is unknown. The tea plantations, the fact that we have so much of wildlife in such a small country. Many people do not believe that we have so many elephants in the wild and so many elephants in captivity. Then we have the 2 largest mammals in the sea, the sperm whale and the blue whale. And then number of birds, the cultural sites we have, and now the experiences that we create, like in Ella, in Vallavaya, places like that. Many people come for that. Sri Lankans are not proud of what we have. In the industry it's the same, outside the industry it's the same. I think we need to be Sri Lankan, we have to be proud of Sri Lanka, and I hope and pray that we will continuously market this destination as Sri Lanka. Be proud Sri Lankans and project the image of Sri Lanka globally. first and foremost, it's lack of clear policy. Every time a government comes, they change policy, right? So I think it's important that we project Sri Lanka as a very, very good green destination. Our country is, almost 50% green. So the authorities must pick on this and, project this image. And then when it comes to getting licenses, it is a huge problem to get, building licenses. So many agencies to go to. So these are all problems that all developing countries face. It's not immune to Sri Lanka. I know in other countries, other parts of the world, these same problems exist. But I think we need to streamline them. I think one other area that I hope will improve is road transportation. Because the discipline on the roads is unbelievable. People can't walk on the streets. You're going to get run over, right? And the people are driving all over the place. So these needs to be cleared. Another huge issue is harassment of females. And that is something that schools must start. The respect for the female independent traveler who must have the freedom to travel, walk, do whatever they want to do without being harassed by men, both young and old, which can be a huge deterrent for travelers coming to Sri Lanka. Sky is the limit. If there is safety and stability and we get our act together, we promote the destination, we brand the destination, and we project the beautiful image of our people, of our heritage, nature, sky is the limit. Sri Lanka's economy can grow purely through tourism. We are blessed to have wonderful people working with us. So it's that makes the real difference. Our commitment to the environment and the nature is the other, because we love the nature. We love the nature we operate in, and we do our best to protect it. We spend a lot of our money and energy on renewable energy, on recycling, reusing, and reducing. So that's something that we have mastered, and we've done very well. The communities that we work with, we engage them, and that's another thing that sets us apart. And finally, our architecture, how we create spaces, how we create wonderful spaces for people to enjoy, to relax. I think these are the three aspects that make us different. I think first and foremost, for us, sustainability means 4 P's. First P is people, planet, profit, and the final P to us is peace. If there is no peace, there is no tourism, right? Our country, to me now, the most important P is the peace. Peace among brotherhood, people of all ethnic races, religions, whatever. From our point of view, we are doing whatever we can to bring in harmony, along with, of course, the other 3 P's we've been following. I'm not trying to say we are in business for profit. If you don't make profit, you cannot look after the people and the planet. So we are in it for profit, and we do a lot for the planet. As I said, reusing, recycling, reducing. Energy-wise, we have the solar parks, absorption chillers in the hotels, to the biomass boilers, using the waste to create gas, all of that. So it's a whole gamut of activities that we do to reduce, reuse, recycle. Well, in the island, as I was saying, we are just opening a hotel in Kandy. We have land in Trincomalee, and given a few more months or years, we will start planning that. We also have a budget brand called Hotel J. We see a lot of growth in the budget segment, and we also would like to get into residential, you know, building apartment complexes where people for retirement or for living, we will start doing that as well. That's within Sri Lanka. If our growth continues in the future, we'd like to have Jetwing branded properties outside Sri Lanka. First and foremost, you must be able to smile. If a person cannot smile, do not have the love to be with people, don't join the hospitality. Number two is passion. If you don't have a passion for hospitality, forget it, right? It's long hours of work, right? Standing on your feet, traveling to different places, going, you know, you're handling people from different walks of life. People come to you with different levels of frustration, anger, hatred. You have to still keep them happy. For the youngsters who wants to invest, don't start investing, putting every cent you have into this. As I said before, this is not rocket science, but still there is a risk element involved, right? So you start small, 2 rooms, 3 rooms, and then you keep growing. Put your money back into the business. Don't take the money and party and get drunk. While you make others have a good time, you have to be sensitive, sensible, protect your money, reinvest your money. These are things that you can start with and then grow into a hotelier, you know. So, I mean, you know, I can go on and on, but again, I told our values: honesty, integrity, tenacity. Being, you know, tenacious is taking risks and going forward. So these are things that is important for youngsters who want to get into hospitality today.